We're going to start our mobility flow at the top of our mat. So we're going to place our feet nice and close together, spread out the toes. You're going to feel all four corners of your feet on the mat. As you take a nice deep breath in, we're going to reach our arms up overhead. Palms touch at the top if you can. If not, that's okay. Just reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Hold here for a nice deep breath. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring our hands all the way down to our hips. As we take our next deep breath, we're going to bring our left knee up towards our chest. Feel the hips tip back. Hold here for one breath. And then as we exhale, we're going to step all the way back to warrior two. So our front right foot, our toes are going to be facing up towards the top of our mat. Our left toes are going to be facing out towards the left. We're going to reach our arms out in front, looking over our right fingertips, squeezing our shoulder blades back and together, opening up our chest. Taking one more nice deep breath here, and exhale here. On our next deep breath in, we're going to bring our hands to the back of our head. And then as we exhale, we're going to reach our right elbow towards our right knee as far as we can. And then as we exhale, we're going to reach down with our left hand. And then our right hand's going to reach all the way up. We're going to hold here for 3 breaths, squeezing this right shoulder blade in. If you need to drop your back knee, that is okay. Holding here for one more breath, deep inhale, reaching up. As we exhale, we're gonna bring that right hand down. We're gonna walk our fingertips towards the back left leg, bending into that knee. So hips are nice and high here. Left knee or left ankle is down, our knee is bending. Bring our hands over, stretching out the inner thighs. Holding here for one more breath, deep inhale. Then as we exhale, we're gonna bend back into our front knee. We're gonna walk our hands forward. We're gonna flip onto our toes on the back, bend into this right knee. Inhale, we're gonna rise up to a crescent lunge. Drawing our belly in, reaching our fingertips up, deep inhale. Then as we exhale, we're gonna open back up to that warrior two, resetting our feet. And we're gonna move through that one more time. Deep inhale, bring our hands behind the head. Exhale, reach that elbow towards the right knee. As we exhale, left hand comes down, right arm rises, holding here. Making sure we're breathing. Reaching up through those fingertips on our last inhale. As we exhale, we're gonna walk our hands all the way towards that back left foot. So options here, you can keep the hips nice and high and just bend into that left knee and ankle. If you have a little bit more mobility or if you have something to support your hips, you can drop the hips down a little bit and roll onto the heel on the front foot. So you can stack blocks or a pillow underneath your tush. Goal here is to sit up nice and tall in the chest. Again, option to keep those hips nice and high. Hold here for one more breath, deep inhale. Then as we exhale, we're gonna walk our hands back up to the top of the mat. This time we're gonna drop the back knee. Left knee is down. We're gonna untuck those toes. And then as we inhale, we're gonna rise our arms up all the way. Really reaching up nice and tall. Continuing to breathe. One more nice deep breath in. As we exhale, we're gonna bring our hands down. We're gonna tuck the back toes, lift that back left leg, and then we're gonna step back to a downward facing dog. We're gonna take a nice deep breath here, and then exhale, we're gonna push our chest forward. On our next deep inhale, we're gonna lift our gaze and slowly step our feet up to the top of the mat. From here, as we inhale, we're going to bring our hands to our shins. We're gonna pull our shoulder blades back, have a nice long spine. As we exhale, fold forward. On our next inhale, we're going to rise all the way up, reaching our fingertips all the way up at the top. Maybe we don't reach our fingertips, and that's okay. Reaching, reaching, reaching. As we exhale, bring our hands all the way down. Bring our hands to our hips, and we'll move through the other side. Deep inhale, drawing our right knee up towards our chest. And then as we exhale, stepping that right leg all the way back. Resetting our feet, so this time our left toes are facing forward, our right toes are facing towards the side of our mat, and we'll extend our arms out, gazing out over the left fingertips. Shoulders are moving down, but the shoulder blades are also moving together. Try and bring your belly in if you can. Holding this warrior two position just for one more breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, hold here. On our next inhale, we'll move through our flow. So inhale, bring the hands behind the head. And then as we exhale, we're gonna bring that left elbow towards that left knee as much as you can. As we exhale, right hand comes down and the left hand is going to rise. We're gonna hold here for 3 breaths, really pushing the floor away on the right hand. The left fingertips are reaching up, but that shoulder blade is pushing in. One more nice deep breath. And then as we exhale, bringing our hands down to the mat, we're gonna walk our hands back towards that back right foot. This is Skandasana. Nice high hips, just bending into that right knee and ankle as much as we can, keeping that right heel down. Taking one more breath here. As we exhale, we're gonna walk our hands forward. We're going to find crescent lunge. We're going to keep the heel up on that back foot. And as we inhale, we're going to rise up to our crescent lunge. Drawing our belly in here, reaching our fingertips up. Shoulder blades move down. Pushing that right hip forward. Deep inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to open back up to that warrior two pose, looking over those left fingertips to start. Inhale brings our hands behind our head. As we exhale, bringing our left elbow towards our left knee. As we exhale, right hand comes down, left arm rises, pushing that right hip down slightly, squeezing that right glute will help stretch out that right hip flexor. Reaching all the way up, deep inhale. As we exhale, walking our hands back towards that right foot. Again, we have options here. The goal of this pose is to stretch out our inner thighs, also that right ankle, so keeping that right heel down. So if this is where you are today, that's okay. You can drop that heel or those hips down a little bit. You can roll onto the outer edge of that heel, rotating the toes up. You can also stack blocks or a pillow. If your hips are down, the goal here is to open up the chest. 2 more breaths wherever we are. One more deep inhale. Then as we exhale, we're gonna walk those hands forward. We're gonna drop that right knee down, untuck the toes. We're gonna inhale, rising up for a kneeling crescent lunge, pushing this right hip forward, leaning forward into that left leg and knee, reaching the fingertips up. Taking one more breath. As we exhale, we're gonna bring our hands down, tuck the toes on that back right foot, lift up that leg, step back to downward facing dog, feel the chest move through, deep inhale, and exhale, sink deeper. As we inhale, we'll lift our gaze. We'll slowly step our feet up to the top of our mat. Again, as we inhale, we'll find our shins where shoulders will move back, shoulder blades are moving down and together. As we exhale, we're gonna fold forward. Maybe hold that fold. Slight bend in the knees is okay here. As we take our next inhale, we're gonna reach those arms up all the way overhead, back to where we started, reaching all the way up. And then as we exhale, we'll bring our hands back down to our hips.